Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session on a Monday. So, better late than never, right? Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. This video is coming to you later than it ought to. Yeah, I have just, well, let me see. Today is Monday, the 5th. Oh, is it Cinco de Mayo? Oh, it sure is. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, happy Cinco de Mayo. Oh, maybe I should have Mexican food tonight. Maybe. We'll see. Anywho, yes, I'm sorry I'm coming to you later than usual because yesterday we had a lovely outing with our kids. Yes, we all went out to breakfast together in the morning, which reminds me, let me get some stuff out while I'm yammering. Um, yeah, so we all met for breakfast in the morning, and then we oh darn, there were more pictures I wanted to put out. Anyway, yes, we all went out to breakfast in the morning, and then the kids wanted to go to a nursery, and my husband was not, thrilled to say the least. He wasn't feeling all that great anyway, so he headed home. I went with the kids, and we all went down to this beautiful nursery they've been to before. They love going to the nursery. And so we went down there and walked around, and it was just beautiful, just stunning. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And yeah, so we had a really great time yesterday. And then on Saturday, we went, my husband and I went over to my daughter and her boyfriend's house. If you haven't heard, they purchased a new home. Well, it's not new, it's new to them. And so they've had it now for, I think, 2 weeks. And so they're right in the middle of like painting everything and cleaning everything and all that kind of stuff. And so my husband and I went over there on Saturday and spent the day over there helping them. Um, and we brought a little, something to munch on for breakfast. My husband had made lemon and poppy seed muffins for them. And then we made this, it's really yummy. It's like an Italian sub chopped salad, something like that. Like you put all of the fixings for an Italian sub, you chop it all up, and then you mix it with this dressing that you make, and it's so good. And then we got these little rolls to put it on, so you just put a scoop of it onto the roll, and bada bing, bada boom, you've got a sandwich. So we had that for lunch, so that was really yummy. And yeah, it was just really nice to go over there. My husband worked on painting the main room of their house, which is pretty large. It's kind of like a kitchen, living room, dining room combo, but just a big room, right? But there's like a lot of cutting in and all that kind of stuff, a lot of taping of things. Plus, they had trim and they have crown molding. And yeah, so it was a huge job. They had already done all of the trim and crown molding, and so my husband helped them cut in all the spaces in the main room and all that. But he got it done in the day. And yeah, and then everybody else was, doing that too. Like how like he would cut in, they would paint the walls and all that. They painted their front door, front and back as well. My daughter started in on their bedroom, cutting in the trim. Uh yeah, and then I worked on cleaning. So I cleaned out their refrigerator freezer and I cleaned out their microwave and yeah, sweeping up here and there. I taped off some things in their bedroom. And yeah, so it's coming along. It's coming along. They aren't moved in yet. They're still living, with my son, her brother. And so, yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, they're going to be able to move in this coming weekend. We shall see. Because we told them, we suggested to them, just get your bedroom and bathroom, painted and ready to move in. And then you can do all the other stuff once you're in there. Yeah, so hopefully that will be coming up soon. Okay, so there's the story on the kids and what we did on the weekend. And then I did, let me scooch this aside, and you guys would have seen this is my May journal right here. I actually made it on camera for once. Generally speaking, I do not, show the process of making my journal, but you guys, seem to really enjoy it, so I might continue to do it in the future. We shall see. And yeah, I make my journals out of white envelopes, white mailing envelopes, just folded in half, and then I decorate the cover and stuff. They are super easy to make, super easy to put together. If you did not see that video of me putting together this journal, I will put the link below so that you can go over there and watch that. Super, super simple. I don't put too much effort into the making of my journals because generally speaking, I'm in a hurry. Yes. What, Elizabeth? You in a hurry? Yeah. Yes, because inevitably I get to the end of the month and I have no journal for the next month. So I need them to be quick. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Um, yeah, so this came together relatively quickly, and I just put in 16 pages, uh all different, dyed papers. Oh, this is a beautiful, I thought this looks just lovely together. This right here is a printable from Brooke at Recreations by Brooke. Oh my gosh, let me get a frame here so you can see everything. Yeah. This is from Brooke at Recreations by Brooke. She has a whole what's it called? A whole kit, like a springtime kit. I think it's called Spring is Sprung. And yeah, it's just beautiful. And so I added one of those pages. I printed it front and back with two of the pages, and I just love the way that this came out. Yeah, I do. I don't even think I planned it this way. But anyway, so yeah, dyed graph paper, scrapbook paper. Here's dyed composition notebook paper. This is not dyed journal paper, vintage music text. This is a baseball score pad thing. Yeah, ledger paper. This is parchment, I think. Doily. Yeah. So I had a lot of fun putting this together. And who knows, maybe in the future, I will go ahead and show, or videotape, the making of the next journal. And as far as the covers go, on this journal here was just scrapbook paper. Yeah, just scrapbook paper. And sometimes I do the scrapbook paper because that's very easy. And then sometimes I do a collage, of papers on it. That's always fun. Sometimes I paint them. So I like doing that too with acrylic paint. That takes a little bit longer because, you have layers and layers of paint. You have to have it dry in between and all that. So that's kind of a longer video. Yeah. I made this ruffle out of a vintage ribbon, and then this is vintage lace here that I made the closure out of, and have eyelets here. I inked around the edges. Yeah, I use a 3-hole pamphlet stitch to bind it. It's just super, super simple to put together. So yeah, again, if you want to know how I made it, excuse me, go ahead and look at the link below. This right here, May, comes from this. Isn't that beautiful? This is from Rebecca Hoot, and I will put her link below as well. Always check the links. Always check the links. Oh, wait, before I say that, I have been using for probably the last 2 years. I've been using the envelopes. They're just a 9 by 12 envelope folded in half, and I use them because they're available to me. I had a box. I don't know why I have a box of them. I ordered them for some particular reason of which I can't remember why now, but I have them, so I'm going to use them. And one of y'all asked me, do I use composition books anymore? And no, I do not. I use this. I use what's available to me. So the envelopes happen to be available, so that is what I'm using. Okay, back to this, Rebecca Hoot. This right here was from a number of years ago. She had sent it to me, so in a happy mail, and I just love it. So it's this. I think I'm gonna put this girl right here. I will put her right here. Okay. For the opening page. And then I also have these, the numbers, right, for the pages. So I'm going to use these for my numbers this month. And then these are the days of the week, right? So I'm going to use these, and they are in sticker form, so which is fantastic. So yeah, so this is what I'm using for my months and my days because I have them and I would love to use them up. So there you have that. Generally speaking, for the days and dates, let me just tell you, I use, excuse me, again, I use these. I keep these in one of these photo albums that you can get at anywhere, really, but I get them at the Dollar Tree. So yeah, I keep all my days in here, right? The printables. And these printables, generally speaking, come from Loveland's Life. Okay. Her link will be below as well. I use uh yeah, these for that, for the days of the week. Oh, and then I have these as well, which these are mine that I did a couple weeks ago, right? Just like stick lettering. And those it are a free printable down below. Let me get this other one out. Sorry for the reach. Yeah, these I made a couple weeks ago and they are free printable down below. And then I have these, which another book like this, a photo album. And in here, I keep the numbers, right? So over the years, I used to be a patron of Lynn's, and so I would get them monthly, and I'd print them out, and then I fussy cut them all out, and then I just stick them in here. So I have numbers to last me a lifetime, And then some of the numbers, these here, I have got like, look, isn't that beautiful? I have got from Messy Missy Creates. So make sure you check out all the links below. That's where I get my stuff. All right. So, and then I just store them in here and it makes it super easy just to go through. And generally speaking, for most of my journals, I use a variety. Like I have all these. So, yes, I'm going to use them up. So, I don't, generally speaking, I don't know how to explain it. I don't use like a single a single set, if that makes any sense, right? I use a mix and match. But this time I am going to use the set because I have it. So why not use it? Okay, so in here, have I started on my May journaling? No, I have not. It is now the 5th. So in here, I have some cutoffs and everything. Oh, and I have not put my little dangle bit, and I'll show you that in my April journal just so you get a better idea of it. But I do have a loop up here so that I can put the little lobster claw with a dangle down the side, whatever it's called. I can't remember. Okay, so in here I was just fussy cutting a couple things. So I have these things. These are the offcuts of scrapbook paper that I used in the book. I always have this printed vellum. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And I always have it for my kind of like opening page. And then here I'll put the girl sticker, right? Because I think it's so cute. And then, okay, so I did stuff the journal with a few things. I had a scrap of the ribbon that I used to do the spine of this journal. So I made just a little tiny journal and it says May on it. And this is, of course, to denote that on May 1st is when I made my journal for May. And then I did stuff the journal with a few of the little things uh, that I did, right? Uh, so we have the Cheetos Crunchy. I actually got this. It's an orange scented bath bomb. My husband drew me a bath because this particular day I was super duper sore. Um, and so yeah, he ran me a bath. Now, why I was sore, I don't know. I mean, it's from the medication, but oh, and the medication, the chemotherapy, I have now, after today, I will have 26 days to go. Yes, I'm counting down the days. So, anyway, um, yeah, I must have been super sore from something. I might have to look at this and find out. Anyway, doesn't matter. But I put that in here, right? To put in there. Let's see. This would be the second I had a headache this day. This would be the third. So this is the day that we went over to their house and painted and all that kind of stuff. And I do have pictures. This is a lemon poppy seed thing. I might get a recipe card and put the recipe for that Italian sub chopped salad thing. It was really good. It was really good. You don't have to eat it on bread. You can just eat it as a salad, but it was really good. So there's that when we held them. And then yesterday when we went to the nursery, right? We went to breakfast first, and then these are some of the flowers. Oh my gosh, it was just so flowers and plants. This was a beautiful tree. I don't know if you can see that. Beautiful, beautiful tree. So unique. I do believe it's native to China. But yeah, pentas. I'd like to get some pentas to put around some trees we have in our yard. This was called a tractor seat. It was so beautiful. I can't remember the name of those. These are elephant ears and of course a succulent. But it was just beautiful. Oh, and then my daughter and boyfriend got me this, which I do believe is a bamboo palm. A bamboo palm. Right now it's super small. I'm going to keep it small. If I planted it in a bigger pot, it would obviously grow bigger. But right now it's in this, which is a mug that I got from a dear friend years and years ago. So this sits on my bookshelf in my living room so I could see it all the time. It's so beautiful. I love plants. I happen to love plants. They don't love me all the time, but I love them. And excuse me, I'm sorry. And I'm a lot more successful with indoor plants now than I ever have been. So I'm very proud of my indoor plants. Yeah. And so it was such a fun day. And it was a beautiful day too. It was cloudy out, which is fantastic when you're outside in a humid environment, with all the plants and all that kind of stuff. But it was gorgeous because it wasn't so super stinking hot, right? So it was beautiful. Today's weather, by the way, as I'm looking out my window, today's weather is gorgeous as well. It is super sunny out, hardly a cloud in the sky. But my husband told me this morning, I'm going to have a sip of coffee. My husband told me this morning that we're supposed to have some severe weather later this afternoon, which I cannot wait. To be honest with you, I cannot wait. Yeah. So, well, obviously, because we have not had rain in a long time. I think we had a few sprinkles the other day, but it didn't last long enough to do really anything. But let me tell you, our lawns are parched. They're just brown, and all these spots are looking terrible. So, I'm really hoping we get a good soaking today. News on my garden, everything has finally come up, including the kale. Yes. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah. Okay. So let's get to this. This is my April journal, right? And I loved it. And I'm still continuing to love on it because um I'm not done with it. I Through the month, I had decorated most of the pages, right? We get back here toward, oh, there's my garden. We get back toward the end of the month, and I still have, see, some pages that I need to do. So I do need to sit in here and decorate some more pages. I would love to bring you guys along because, yeah, that's one of the things I have not been filming a whole lot lately, and aside from really the ramble sessions, and today I'm coming out late. But yeah, I haven't been filming a whole lot, and I would like that to change. This week we have no appointments on the books, so hopefully I'll be able to come in here daily and do some videos, put some more in the queue for you guys. Um, so yeah, so we have this to finish up. Hopefully, I'll bring you guys along for it in a journal with me because y'all seem to really enjoy the journal with me videos. And then I have been sitting in here and slowly going back through and filling in all of my journaling. So that has been great. Um, yep, so I need to do that as well. This was my boo boo. I don't know if you remember from last week. I I decorated this whole page and then realized it was on the wrong page. So anyway, no big deal. So yeah, I have, like I said, I have most of these pages all decorated and everything. So I just have to go back and do the journaling. So no big deal where that's concerned. Um, let me see. Yeah, see on this in this whole journal, I think I used my lettering for or my printout with the days of the week. But then the numbers I use just random, so they're different. Yeah, they're different every time. The numbers are different every time. See here, if you can see that. Yeah. So, anyway, so yeah, I need to finish that up. And then, like I said, I need to put my little monthly moments. That's, I guess, what I'm calling this particular thing, a monthly moment. Um, And this right here is just, it's attached with a lobster claw on the top little loop thing. And then, it denotes just monthly moments. This tells me I had an MRI. This tells me I had fevers. This here tells me that I planted my garden this month. So, yeah, cute, cute, cute. So I need to do that for this journal. And then the other thing I was working on is this here. I know it's a long time coming. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm working on this to put into the free printables. So these are just watercolor flowers that I have done. One of y'all months ago now asked me if I would make some of these for a free printable. And yes, so I'm currently working on these. I don't know. I might put a little tiny one in here and wherever else I could fit one, I guess. And that way you guys can just print them out and cut them up and put them in your book. I used them in here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. But anyway, so that's how that is coming along. I thought it was back here. This is when we went over to help with the house again, and I was cleaning a lot. So there was that. Let me see. I know I use, there it is right there. Whoops. Right here. That I do believe is this flower here. Perhaps. Maybe. Hmm. At any rate, yeah. So there you have it. They print out like this. They print out pretty well. And then you can just cut them out and use them in your book. So super fun. So yeah. Let me see what else. Whoops. Okay. Well, let me move this aside. Excuse me. Here's my calendar. I have done hardly anything in here. Oh my goodness. This is, of course, the month of April. Here we go. And I have some things to put in there. It is fairly simple. Excuse me. Goodness, I have a frog in my throat. It is fairly simple for me to come in here in a day and get this done. It does not take very long. Will I do it? I don't know. uh we're not I'm not sure, but I am going to make sure to start on this. So of course, like, this day will be cleaning that we did and painting at my son's house. This is the day we went to the nursery, so I'll put a little plant sticker in here and put a breakfast thing in here. Yeah, and continue on, put Cinco de Mayo here. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So if I stay on top of it, then yes. Otherwise, if I wait till the end and I don't put stuff in here, then it's of course more of a pain to get it done. But um I in the end, I don't really care if I have a blank page. It's that the blank page to me also tells a story of what was happening. Obviously, I did not come in here and do this for whatever reason, whether it I wasn't feeling well, whether it was because we had too much going on and I was just too busy to come in here, or because I had lost my mojo, which in the month of March, it was quite the unproductive month, let me tell you. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I get it done. I really do enjoy doing this. This is how it looks when it's all complete and it's beautiful. So, we'll see. We shall see. I do have a grabby box to open up for you guys because I've collaborated with Grabby once again. So we're going to be doing that video. I think coming up this week is just a, what's it called? Just a flip through. Yes, flip through part 2. Yes, I had moved it backwards in my schedule, or no, I had moved it forward in my schedule of videos because I wanted to post this one, the making of the May journal. So there's that. Yeah, and otherwise, I think that's it. I might go ahead and film the grabby one and put that up this week too as well. I'm not sure. And then hopefully I'll be able to film some journal with me's because I know you guys really enjoy those and I enjoy making them. So yeah, so we'll see about that. And I really am hoping that I have a much more productive month this month of May, that I can get stuff done in a timely manner and kind of be on top of it, especially since we don't really have too many appointments, I don't think, coming up. So, at any rate, yeah, I hope you guys had a great week and a wonderful weekend. Um, I thank you so much for spending your time with me. I know, trust me, I know how precious time is. So I really, really appreciate that you spend your time with me. Yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, a wonderful week ahead, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.